right side is more towards fast, and this side more towards slow. And but you try to explain that by in a very direct way. So the hammock is actually a hammock. Tries to express this slowness, but that's at least the impression that you get once you get close. So.
Well, the hammock is not used because it's related to sleep or something.
No, it's just because of it should be intense and slow, and this is maybe a sort of contradiction, but these are very intense, vibrant colors. From so if you would take a step back, you would have this vibrancy, and yeah. I don't think from here you can see it.
Yeah, from here I can't see the content.
This visual here, so, and then the continuation, the lines, they help the whole development. Although they're so here they work very well.
Yeah.
In some cases they do not align very well. But it's how do you work with that towards the building elements. But I think that the colors, this part, really show this intensity and attractive. What was the other word? Attractive. So that the bright colors that are used, they show it's intense. The slow fast aspect is a bit more difficult to express. But that's perhaps also for a reflection for me, because what if instead of asking you to use the actions as well in the mood board, I would focus on using the looks in the mood board and express the actions in the interaction with the scrap models. And you use this more as an inspiration for the materialization of your product, whereas the actions are more in the way that you use and manipulate the shape. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
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 Very much so. Yeah.
It's also difficult because the actions are two how do you call it? Opposites.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult to make a fluent line in the whole mood board when there are two opposites.
Yeah, or even like, because you often say like, okay, just think of ways to minimize the amount of pictures and stuff to say this, and then you have two very different things to say. So you have to say slow, attractive, and what was it? Intense. And then you have fast, attractive, and intense. And slow, attractive, and intense is a difficult thing in itself, I thought. And the other one was maybe...
I think the slow, fast contrast and the excessive, sufficient contrast work very well in the pictures as well. So there you can really show the images, but if you make the contrasting elements in the mood board, it's more difficult. So
yeah.
I can try in the next iteration of the assignment to focus more on the looks in the mood board and use that as materialization. So perhaps that may help your consideration as well on how you can take more qualities from the mood board to translate to the concepts instead of looking at the looks. Although the element should also stimulate this interaction in a way.
But we have to make two models, right? With the action. So why don't we make two mood boards with both actions? So then you can really see the difference between how it looks to you in a slow way and fast way with the other.
Yeah.
That's another.
So then it's also for yourself that you can compare and that you can see what's the difference for yourself.
That's perhaps a good idea. I mean, the assignment also needs to evolve and develop throughout the. So it's never the same in a way. So I always try to adapt it and change it based on the feedback that I get. But good. So in terms of composition, this is quite contrasting in terms of colors as well,
yeah.
and that focuses much more on the intensity rather than on the speed and slow concept. So So that's a bit strange. Doesn't necessarily mean that this is fast and this is slow. This is more intense, and this is more composed, given the colors and materials that you use. And I think that this part is much more attractive in terms of color use and material use than this part here.
Agree on that.
Well,
Thank you.